I'm Van.
I'm Sori.
That's Booby.
And Vina and Chip and Culpy.
Okay. Death on two legs.
Yep. I thought it was death by two legs.
Okay. There's a lot of songs from Queen that people are saying we should review, but who was this?
Penta Penguin.
Penta Penguin, one of our good patrons. There's a $75 tier where you can, it's originally supposed to be for a local band or whatever. Mm-hmm. If you've got a local band.
But like lots of people didn't have local bands, so.
So they just said, yeah, I've got this local band called Queen. You slimy bastards. Okay.
Ooh, I was completely fine with it.
I know you are, because you're a terrible capitalist.
If people want to have their
there's
stuff
going to be no
reviewed,
way that we can get little mini bands to get their stuff reviewed by us.
No,
we do have a big giant
That's
band.
not true. That's completely untrue. We have somebody this month that purchased a local band to get their local band reviewed, and it's on our roster. So chill yourself out.
Anyway. So yeah, we've had a lot of Queen requests, but I have never heard of this one.
Me neither.
So
actually,
this should be very, 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 very interesting.
Okay. Oh, if you want to see behind the scenes of what happens around my house and the joys and frustrations of motherhood, then check out My Sorry Life.
All right. So this is Queen. This is a live performance, right?
Yes, it is. This is the one he requested, I believe. Well, no, he didn't send me the link, so we're assuming we have.
What are we having for dinner? Do we have any more lasagna left?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, who knows? As long as the kids didn't gorge themselves. I did find a bunch of. I tried to wash some blankets and stuff, and I found a bunch of peelings from oranges. So people have been stealing.
Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Shoving them in their beds.
Just please go.
Go.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that a tie?
There was a bunch more.
Babe.
Honey, I showed you this one before I uploaded it.
Yeah, but did you compare it to the other ones?
No.
Well, if one is 3 minutes and one is 5 minutes.
I thought they were all 3 minutes, but I did. Look, a bunch of them are 3 minutes. The official is only 4:04.
3:45.
Yeah.
I think this is the actual one.
Well, yeah, this is official.
It's got the actual lyrics in it.
This is official.
Alright, let's listen to this one.
This version?
Yeah, it's the actual full one. I don't want to... That was an abrupt ending, but we found the actual recording and heard the rest of it.
We went with the official.
Went with the official.
Yep.
Which we can't post on here because it will get blocked.
Right. But we decided to leave the live one in that we did because it was it was entertaining.
Yeah, for sure.
But Pen to Penguin, we did listen to the actual official version.
Yeah, we had to listen to it twice because we got a cut-off version from someone. I'm not going to say any names. Just the second half of the other half of this group here, and it wasn't named Vin. Okay.
Oh, what the heck, babe?
So what were you thinking about the song?
Well, it just reminded me of like, because his other songs, like he's a bit more like, he seems like he's like, you know how there's different levels of like frustration that you have with people, and like, I don't know, or maybe levels of maturity. Like there's like one level where you're like, I'm going after you, and then like as you get older, you're just like, yeah,
not worth it.
I'm not wasting my energy on you.
You get lazy.
Well, I don't know that it's that you get lazy, but you just realize how, like, you know, there's that proverb that says, like, argue a fool in his folly, and there's like, well, there's two proverbs.
Right. They're back to back.
Says, yeah.
Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own eyes.
Right.
And then the very next one says, don't answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own eyes.
No, lest you become a fool like him.
Lest you become a fool like him, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like...
That's a biblical contradiction!
No, it just means in some situations you should argue with the person so that way they can realize that, you know, the error of their ways. And there's other times where fools just want to be fools, so don't waste your breath and your energy on them.
We had some good examples of that recently on the Middle America.
Yes.
Shout out to the big homie. Alright. Yeah. This one did feel a little bit more young.
It did. Well, he was younger. Did you see him?
I don't know. This guy, like, he's always like. I respect the hell out of him as an artist and a singer, but he always has something childlike about him.
Yes.
He kind of never grew up, you know, and you know, he's kind of frozen for me.
Yeah, but you see that in his older videos. This one he was young in, so.
I mean, what do you mean he was young? That came out in 1979. It's the same year all the other ones that we looked at.
Are you serious? He looks a lot younger.
Oh, he just didn't have his facial hair, baby. He shaved his mustache. That's the only difference.
That's the only difference?
That's the only difference.
Oh my gosh, okay. I thought he was like a lot younger.
Ridiculous. This seems to me... I love you to death. You were killing me, though. I mean, shit, we did one song in, like, 1977.
Oh.
So he's actually older.
I think there was, like, a 10-year difference here.
Good Lord.
Well, okay. Well, never mind what I said previously.
People look very different without the facial hair. You look different without your facial hair.
Stop it!
I thought you were going to hit me.
But in my previous marriage, I would never pluck it in front of him.
Really?
I'd always wait till I was in the bathroom, yeah.
Well,
but, like, I'll be like...
give me some sugar. I think he's talking... To me, I think he's talking about multiple people. Or maybe it's the same person, but it's like the archetypical religious hypocrite.
Yeah.
And then the archetypical, you know, capitalist crony bastard.
Mm-hmm. Did you see at the end where he said, right here, you're a sewer rat decaying in a cesspool of pride. You should be made unemployed. Then make yourself null and void. Make me feel good.
I feel good, all caps. Allahu Akbar. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, you know when a kid, like, insults you, but they really think they're saying some damaging shit? They're like, and that's why your shoelaces aren't even tied correctly. Yeah. Yeah, I said it. You didn't tie your shoelaces correctly. Huh? You know what I mean?
Oh, like, yeah.
It's like, you should be made unemployed. Like, do you really think the corporate guy really cares? But I don't feel like they put a lot of heart and soul into this song. It's like... No. It's just, we're going to have fun and we're going to talk shit about, you know, big, fat, hypocrites, you know. So the first one is, you suck my blood like a leech, you break the law and you preach. That's good.
Yeah.
You know, our team has, you know, what was it? I think I saw one, my buddy Mark posted something. I saw one, it was like, there's like 1,000 more priests that got relocated, and then they're doing all this horrible shit to kids. That's our team.
Oh, I know.
I mean, we're Protestants. We're Protestants. We're not Catholic. But I'm not going to say, oh, that's outside of Christendom. I think the problem with religious people, and we've heard this feedback a lot, because they say, you guys aren't like that. The religious people put out this thing that they're actually living up to the standard.
Oh, I know. I know.
And that other people are bad because they're not living up to the standard.
Honest to goodness, I thought that at some point, as you became like an adult or something, you would suddenly be perfect.
Right. So, like, even now...
I was raised in the church.
Even now, I still have to tell you that that's not the message.
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
Vin, are you sure I'm not perfect?
Right. So, like, if you're not. You just said something wildly insensitive 2 minutes ago. But, yeah. So, like, this idea... But we're really the only institution... Or we're the main institution, and I say we, I'm lumping us into Christianity, even though we don't project the message this way.
Yeah.
That is telling people, you know, where Jesus said, you put backs on people, and you put all this weight on people's back, and you won't lift a finger to help them. And he was saying that about the religious people of his day. Well, that's basically what the religious right has done.
Yeah.
A perfect example is, we're against abortion, and yet these bastards don't want to. They don't want 1 single cent going to any social program to help the child after it's born.
Yep.
So you want to put all this, and of course everybody knows. Check out the channel. I am radically pro-life, and I'm anti-killing. However, I do believe that if I'm going to go and say we need to have this child, that means that we need to take care of him. That means if it means increasing our tax bracket up 50 to 60, 70%, I don't care. Because we need to be willing to put our money where our mouth is.
Yeah. Yep.
But we're the only institution that's walking around telling people all this shit, and then at the same time saying, you're not going to touch a red cent of my money.
Yeah.
I had a guy tell me I wasn't a Christian because I'm not a fan of this wall that Trump is talking about.
I know, that's crazy.
And I'm not a fan of people dying of... Right. I'm not a fan of people dying at our border, and as you can see, I'm not... You could check. I don't blame the Border Patrol for people dying there.
Right.
But the fact still stands. I'm not a fan of it. The guy was saying I wasn't a Christian.
That's crazy.
So as an institution, I think everybody's a hypocrite. I agree with that. But I don't think that I can't think of any other institution that presents itself as being perfectly able to hit the standard and then telling other people, you nasty, you know. I can't think of anything other than Christianity in America that does that. And I'm not saying that that's right. I'm saying it's wrong. I'm saying that that's not our message.
Right.
Our message is that everybody sucks. Our message is that anytime I do anything good, I'm just doing it from the goodness that God already gave me.
Yep.
You know, so... But people don't hear that from Christians. All they hear is, you ugly sinner!
Right.
And, you know, whatever, so... I hear you. So that's the Christian guy. Misguided old mule with your pig-headed rules, with your narrow-minded cronies who are fools of the first division. Death on 2 legs, you're tearing me apart. Death on 2 legs. You've never had a heart of your own. That's smart writing.
It is smart.
That is smart writing. That little pregnant pause is what they call it in literature.
Yeah.
The pregnant pause. Killjoy, bad guy, big talking, small fry. See, now this is the other side where I go after the other side. Because this whole idea that, you know, if you are putting out Christian ideals or Christian morality, it's about being a killjoy. Well, go to the CDC and tell me what your free love as. Go to the CDC and look at venereal diseases pre and post sexual revolution.
Yep.
I don't believe that the laws that God has set forth about, you know, how to manage our sexuality and how to manage violence and how to manage all those other things. I think those are designed to give us the most possible joy.
Yeah.
Because God has structured the universe in a certain way. That if you go all over the place with your sexuality or with anything, you do anything in excess, it's going to destroy you.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is. Now, there's a stupid way to communicate that. There's a dumb way to communicate that truth. But there's also a very compelling, ironic way to tell that truth. And so, you know, I don't have to give examples. I mean, I'm sure if you really sit and think in your own life, when you haven't limited your access to things that give you pleasure, it has generally always resulted in some sort of destructive addiction or consequence in your life. I think you can agree with that.
Yeah, and it makes those pleasures less enjoyable also.
Well, of course. Of course. Yeah, that's the whole, like, subliminal discussion that's happening with, you know, I think it's Edmund and Turkish Delight with the White Witch.
Right. Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
It's like Edmund can't just have it in sort of in any sort of rational way. He's got to completely indulge.
If we have any viewers that know how to get legit Turkish Delight, like the ones that they have on that show, please.
Subhanallah, ya Khalid.
Send it to me.
Ya Khalid, you should get us some Turkish Delight, bruh. I know you have some Turkish Delight. You're Arabic, you should have it. Probably has nothing to do with being Arabic at all.
It's probably really
But it's from Turkey. It's from Turkey, how could it not?
Vin and Sori, P.O. Box 7024, Lewiston, Maine 04243.
I don't think we've ever actually directly asked for something.
Yeah, that's the first. No, I think I asked for Turkish Delight the last time it came up in one of our reviews.
Oh.
Somebody's gonna send it to us one day. I want the red ones.
A dog with disease, you're the king of sleaze.
Yeah.
Put your money where your mouth is, Mr. Know-All. Was the fin on your back part of the deal? Shark. Huh?
It's so immature.
But I think that's like the corporate stuff. It must be really hard. It must be really hard to be a musician and have to deal with corporate people who are taking the stuff that's in your soul and trying to find a way to make $1 off of it.
Yep.
It must really breathe. Like part of me feels like it's almost impossible not to have some sort of contempt for a record label if you're a musician who takes care of yourself. I'm thinking out loud here because I remember Zen. Remember Zen? Zen was pretty nice about the labels. He's like, you know, record labels are but what's interesting though is Zen, you know, they've got a Patreon account, and so they're not at the total mercy of
they're not as dependent on
the label. They can, you know, their fans is like 10. I think it's like 10K a month. These guys are clearing. So, but you know, I think that's really cool. That's smart. That's something that the modern person can do. But back then, you know, I could see this is probably the second part is just probably about you talk like a big business tycoon. You're just a hot air balloon. You know, like one of the lackeys of the label or whatever. Acting like he's really big time. Like sometimes people will try to get us to join their little MCN or whatever, their multi-channel network, and they're talking like they're these like big time, you know, whatever. I'm like, let me see where's your website? You got like 3 people on your portfolio. Get out of here. They got 14 subs. But you're gonna take 10%. Was it 15% of our revenue? Like these poor people that are like, you know, super chatting us or whatever. Like they're budgeting like crazy so they can give us $1 or $2, and then this guy's gonna swoop in and take 15%.
Right.
Get out of here. Yeah, big talking tycoon. You're just an overgrown schoolboy. Let me tan your hide. Huh? I don't know. It's a fun song. I think it was meant to be a fun song. I don't think it's meant to be like a serious song.
Yeah. I mean,
you know, he's like, I
don't understand this part though.
Butt.
Have you found a new toy to replace me? Oh, a record label.
I don't know. It could be his dad. Because he's talking about the religious hypocrite up here. So it could be his dad maybe, or it could be a record label, or it could be society.
I could see how you'd feel like that with the record label. Like the next big thing comes up and then...
This concept of replaceability is a pretty traumatic thing for human beings to do.
Yeah.
This was from like this is like a crazy memory from me way back in the day. I was 6 years old. I was watching a clip on Oprah and they were talking about dying. And the guy said that he was afraid to die because when he would die, somebody else would be born in the world, and then the world would go on without him because he'd been replaced.
Oh.
Which, of course, is not true.
No, but that's...
People are not born to replace other people who die.
No,
but,
yeah.
But he was... That was what was bothering him, is that the world would go on without him.
That's sad.
You know, and, of course, me, all I've known is Christianity as far as, like, what I actually believe.
Yeah.
So I've never had that thought.
I know.
Especially me, like both of my parents, because of what happened when I was first born and all that stuff that happened.
Yeah.
They were like, "You are here for a reason. You're gonna do big things. The world's never gonna be the same because you're on it." So I never had this concept that I was replaceable.
Yeah.
So I was like, I remember talking to her like, "Mom, did you believe what this guy just said?" And she was like, "Yeah, a lot of people feel that." I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" She tried to explain it to me, but she's
always like that.
She failed. She took about a good hour with me. It was long past my bedtime because I couldn't get it, and she just said, "Just go to bed."
Oh, really?
She just couldn't explain it to me. I didn't understand. I was like, I don't understand it. It's always like that too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I feel like that Zoe would understand other people not feeling like they're super valuable because she believes that she is better than other people. So I think that she would understand. Well, yeah, that makes sense that they.
Yeah, I felt like
that.
everybody. I thought everybody got that message.
Everybody, felt the way that you did.
That they were here for a reason.
Yeah.
And I thought everybody felt like that. So I was like, well, you would just go to heaven and be with Jesus. What do you mean? But I didn't factor in my head, this guy doesn't believe in... I only thought like 5 people in the world didn't believe in Jesus when I was really, really young.
Aww. I did think it was a small percentage.
So I was like, well, I never really got over that. Because I still think by the time this is all over, there'll be like 5 people. Yeah. But like...
It's weird because I don't think... Okay, God forgive me. I don't know if my parents did or didn't say that. I don't remember them saying, like, you're super special, like, you're going to accomplish things. I just knew it. Like, I felt super special. To God, I'm not saying necessarily to my parents, because I was a middle child, so I kind of felt like I was kind of shoved in the middle there.
I was a middle child too, yeah.
Yeah, but like between me and God, like I felt like that I was very, very special to God.
I felt that way too. I felt like I was very. I still feel it. I feel like I'm one of a very He loved me very uniquely. Well, even among other people.
Yeah.
I've been in a crowd of people and I'm like, God loves me more than you. Yeah. These are Christians. I don't care. That's how I feel. I feel like that. I just feel like that. I'm sorry. But anyway, I felt like, I was like, whoa, like this guy's, I had no idea. I had no clue. But yeah, I mean, people, that's a really painful thing for people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is weird because we moved around so much that, and I developed really strong friendships, so I obviously must have been replaced. I mean, people didn't go, oh my God, Vin's gone, what would I do in my life? They moved on and, when I'm talking about being a kid.
No, I know what you're saying, yeah.
So I was replaced bunches of time, but it never affected me like that. I never thought about that, not once. Like, just now is the first time I've thought about that people replaced their friendships with me when I was gone.
Yeah, but I think, though, that with you are such a unique person, and, you put out, this energy that I don't think that you're easily replaceable or forgettable. You know how you have, people from your past or friends from your past that you're, even though, yeah, you moved on with your life and you have other friends, those people are still very important to you?
Well, it's 2 of them.
Yeah. I feel like you're that type of person to people, because you always make people feel important. And a lot of people don't make other people feel important.
Well, people are important.
Yes, I know.
I don't make them feel important.
I know, but you treat them as though that they're very important, and other people don't treat them that way, so it makes them stick out. It makes you stick out. He doesn't get it. He does. He remembers things about people that other people would forget, and then it
No, that just means you listen to them.
No, it just means you have an unbelievable memory.
Or it means you listen to them.
No, because I'll listen to people and I still forget.
Well, you should listen better. Huh? Alright, what do you give this song?
It was funny.
You've taken all my money and you want more!
7.5.
7.5?
Yeah.
It's like an 8.5 for me.
Yeah.
I think the 8.5. I think the way that he performed the song indicates the way that their mind state when they were creating the song, which is just have fun, show the guy your booty, let him know that you don't care about how he feels.
Right.
Don't care about his opinion.
Yep.
You know, that type of thing. So 8.5 for me. I mean, it's Queen. You still hit the notes. 8.5 for me.
7.5.
Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone. Listen.
My